Hey, core reporters, welcome back to my channel. Listen, it is going down between Chris Lopez and Kailyn Lowry because for the second time now, Chris Lopez has decided to chop off their son Lux's hair. Look, Lux's hair was quite long. It was, what we would consider how I would describe it, like this is bra strength length for us as women. It was just attached longer than that. And Chris decided that he had had enough of it and that he was going to cut it. He decided to cut it to more of a shoulder length, which still allows Lux to have longer hair. But in Chris's opinion, makes the hair a bit more manageable because he's claiming that Kail was not able to properly manage their hair. Son, did you hear that? Manage their hair, son. Oh my God, y'all. Able to manage their son's hair. And I personally don't believe that because listen, Lex has had long hair pretty much since birth. Like she always wanted him to have long hair. So it's always been long, but it's always been managed. It's always been shiny. It's always been given. You know what I mean? So I think that Chris just wanted an excuse to say, listen, I don't like my son's hair long. And you're going to see in the video as well, but people would mistake Lux for a girl as well because of the hair. And that was something that irritated him. So I mentioned this earlier to my TikTok friends because I do like to go live with them a lot during the day and we just talk about this type of stuff. But like, I felt like it would have been better for Chris to just say that. Like, listen, I don't like my son's hair this long, right? It's something that I don't like. He gets mistaken for a girl. He looks like a girl to me with it or something like that. You know what I mean? Rather than trying to claim that Kail is not properly managing the hair because we all know and we've all seen over the years that his hair has always been clean. His hair has never been like all tangled up or anything like that. It's always been in great condition. Anyway, I did manage to secure some videos that they both did on Instagram Live or TikTok Live talking about the situation. So we're going to start off with Chris's live and then we're going to get into Kail's live next. And then her kind of taunting him a little bit on TikTok. So this is coming from an Instagram page by the name of Teen Mom Fan Page. Let me give them a follow. I just discovered them because again, my TikTok friends put me on, y'all. I hadn't seen this page before, but it's a wonderful page. It is a big page. How did I not see this? Teen Mom Fan Page .2023. So let's get into Chris's first as he explains why he cut the hair off.
You like Alexa's earrings? They cool. I said his earrings, they blue. Did she cut his hair or you? Who? Sierra, my kid's mom. Can we see his hair? If I know how to, I don't know how to share my screen. I'll post it on Instagram for everybody. Is it gone, or is it a lineup? It's not gone. I literally just said to y'all, his hair is cut down to his shoulders. It's like right here now. He actually looks like a little boy. Like his hang time, he still got hang time. He can still put it in a ponytail. It's right here. It's literally right here. It was down to his butt. Y'all understand that? My 5-year-old son, his hair was down to his butt. If you're going to have a little boy, let me just say this, right? If any of y'all are going to have little boys with long hair to their butt, one, you need to know how to braid. Two, you need to make sure you maintain it. Like, not putting it in little ponytails and stuff like that. You need to be able to maintain hair. If you're going to take care of hair, if you want a child to have hair, a child can't maintain their hair. So if you are not going to maintain your hair, a child's hair, then it needs to be cut, or it needs to be cut in a reasonable place where it's manageable for everybody. Right? But they're not going to tell you that. So whatever their rant was, if they're leaving out the part that they're not maintaining his hair properly, then it doesn't matter. They'll tell you everything but the part that needs to be established. They're not maintaining his hair. It's been nappy. I can show you a video from last year, February, when it was totally nappy. And I said, cut it to his shoulders, maintain it. And they did not. And I can show you a video of February 2023, the same result. So that's what it is.
Well,
you like
there you have it. First of all, he named his second baby mama. Her name is Sierra. Miss Sierra, this beat is. So there you go. But here's the thing. I feel like Chris has a lot of nerve trying to lecture Kail on how to maintain their child's hair when he barely even maintains the child. Remember, he tried to sign away his rights to be a father to Lux, allegedly. So I don't understand that. And on top of that, he only gets Lux, what, like 4 days a month or something like that. So don't lecture me on how to maintain anything about my child when you see this child like a whopping 4 days a month. Please, please. And like I said earlier, Kail sends Lux to the barbershop constantly, or the hairdresser or whatever. Here it's more like a hairdresser because he got it pressed or something like that. He got it flat ironed. And sometimes it's in cornrows, as you see. Like, it's always in some kind of a style. So I don't believe him when he claims that it was like all quote unquote nappy, which is like, I'm sorry, but your son has Caucasian hair. So the idea that you would call this hair nappy is a little crazy to me. And on that topic, yes, I do hear some stories sometimes on how like white moms or white dads, sometimes even to like biracial children, have issues or difficulty maintaining their hair, textured hair. But like I said earlier, Lux has Caucasian hair. Kail has Caucasian hair. They both have long hair. Like, when she does her little barrel rolls like this, she could do his little barrel rolls as well. Like, she manages her own hair very well. So I don't really see why she would have difficulty maintaining the same texture on her child. I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit delusional about that, but I do digress. Anyway, Kail did clap back after this Instagram live with her very own. So why don't we get into that? Again, this is coming from the Instagram page, Teen Mom fan page .2023. Here's Kail.
Barber license. I do not believe that his girlfriend / baby mom, whatever, I don't believe she has a cosmetology license. He's the only one that can do a good job. And, it just is weird because you don't have a barber license, but you're saying the ones that have a license to cut hair don't do a good job. So I'm nervous to see what it looks like. I'm nervous to see if it's like just like a blunt cut straight across. I'm just very nervous. Well, not only that, but to say you aren't maintaining it. Right. That's the other thing, was I made sure that it was washed, detangled, and put in one braid before he went to his dad's on Friday, because his girlfriend actually does a really good job with braiding. So I thought I would make it easy, make sure it was washed and detangled. Rest assured, he's here listening to you right now. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure of it, Megan. I'm sure he is. And if he's not, there's going to be a troll on here that records this and sends it to him or posts it on a troll page. Like, I'm positive of that. There's no doubt in my mind. Did he cut it all off? I'm not sure. I have not seen a picture of it. He said he cut it to his shoulders, which I don't know. I just don't know. Can we see what it looks like before you fix it? Maybe. We'll see how I feel. We'll see. Because I don't know if he's upset or not. I don't know if he wanted it cut. I don't know. He's never expressed to me that he wanted his hair cut, so I don't know. And if he's upset about it, I don't want to post it online. I mean, I'll post it after if it's fixed, and I gas him up about how good it looks no matter fucking what. Barber license. I do not believe that his girlfriend / baby mom, whatever.
So it's replaying now, but how, I mentioned this earlier to my TikTok friends, but how crazy is millennial parenting, right? Like, something just happened. This child who has had long hair his whole life, because I don't believe Lux like purposely chose to have long hair. I think that Kail always wanted him to have long hair, because I'm about to pull up a photo. I just downloaded it as her video was playing, but like, he always kept that kid's hair long, unlike the other boys. The other boys were always sporting like a lower kind of a cut. And so the idea that he has had long hair his whole life, and now it got chopped for the second time, and she hasn't yet seen what it looks like, but she's on Instagram or whatever, talking to people about like, I'm so nervous to see what my kid's hair look like. I might post it if, I manage to gas him up about it. Like, he might be upset about it, but if I convince him it looks nice, and then I post something of how, like, for example, this has probably happened to you or you before. It has happened to me, where you go to the salon to go get like your hair done, and it just doesn't turn out as great as you want. So like, yeah, for a second, maybe your mom can convince you that it looks good, but you still don't feel that way. later, like 10 years later, finding out that it's on the internet in front of her millions of followers, I feel like that's a pretty wild existence. So let me just do a little like a thoughtful, like, you know, what do you call this? Pour out a glass or something like that for Lux on that, because I feel like that's something that does kind of suck, to be honest with you. I don't think that is very fair. But again, getting the haircut is not fair either. But neither is this whole thing playing out on social media. None of this is fair. The whole thing is odd and it's very weird. This isn't the end of it, right? They both did their separate Instagram live press conferences about the hair, and then Kail did a TikTok video kind of poking at Chris or taunting Chris a little bit about how like he's ignited the fire in her, like she's, you know, difficult or this or that. Like, you're gonna see it. I'm gonna play it for you guys right now. I just need to share a new screen because I was sharing the Instagram screen with you guys. But I do want to know what you guys think. Like I said, I think that Chris should have just been honest. And, you know, someone just mentioned this, okay, because I was saying that Chris is delusional, talking about Kail cannot maintain this Caucasian hair, that's the same Caucasian hair she has. Sorry, she absolutely can't. Charles on TikTok said that it sounds like Chris is the one who cannot maintain the hair, which I think is fair enough. Why doesn't he just say that? I can't maintain this hair. It's too long and I don't want to deal with it, so I want it shorter. I feel like that's a lot better and a lot more honest and realistic of a thing to say. I don't want to maintain this hair. I don't know how to. It's too long for me. And I don't like that he's constantly being mistaken for a girl. Those are his real issues, but he's just like throwing out all these excuses that we know to not be true. But then again, we only see like a curated version of him, right? On social media. We don't see the daily. But Chris doesn't see the daily. He sees the child like 4 times a month. Allegedly, right? Like according to whatever their custody schedule is, he's got like very, very, very low amount of time with the child. So that is kind of odd anyway. Honestly, this is why, y'all, you don't just be popping out babies for every Tom, Dick, and Harry you meet. Here's a video of her kind of taunting him in light of all of this on TikTok.
I'm gonna always be hard to deal with because I'll never be easy to play with, bitch. I'm gonna always be hard to deal with because I'll never be easy to play with, bitch.
So then the hashtags, I should say, really pointed to her talking about him. Let me put this on mute as we go through them. Her caption was, oop, hashtag baby daddy, hashtag baby mama, hashtag boy mom, hashtag Kailyn Lowry, hashtag Kail in the chaos, hashtag Kail. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is just so raggedy. It truly is. First of all, talking about I will never be easy to play with, Kail. Please be real with yourself, baby girl, because you have to be one of the easiest people in the world to play with. And it's self-admitted as well, right? Like, she was chasing behind this man in a situationship. He never claimed her for 5 years. He had all these other girls and she knew that he had all these other girlfriends at the same time. Like, you can't openly admit to that, then come back and talk about, I'm not easy to play with. Girl, you are easier than tic-tac-toe to play with. Stop it. Easier than Connect 4. Easier than Snakes and Ladders to play with, because not only that, but you get pregnant by this man who never claimed you, had multiple other girlfriends. You have a baby. He doesn't really step up for the baby. He has no money to take care of this baby. You buy a huge house hoping to lure him in. He still doesn't want to. He tries to sign away the rights to his kid. And what do? You put out a PFA against him and you get pregnant a second time. If that is not easy to play with, then I truly do not know what is. Let's be real. Let's be serious here. Okay? Because if you're going to talk about it, be about it. But when you have receipts like that out on the internet, you can't say that sort of thing. It just looks crazy. You look crazy. You really do. You look delusional. Almost as delusional as Chris calling this hair nappy. Okay? Oh my God. I cannot with these two. I truly cannot. And letting this all play out on the internet, it's great for you and I, right? Who don't know how to mind our own business. But for them and for Lux, especially Lux, not so great, especially with her not yet knowing if he's upset about it or not, but already hatching a plan to post it on, on the internet to her millions of followers. Ooh, child. Thank God my parents are not influencers. is all I have to say about this story, but I want to know what you have to say about it. So please do make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.